What's up, everybody? Happy Friday evening. And I did not say the word, but she turned on anyway. So, how's everyone doing? Let people jump in the chat. We'll get started. Talk about a Amazon return, liquidation, what happened today. Slow selling day. Hopefully, you guys had a lot better day than I did. Yesterday was a lot better. A lot of my Amazon inventory got checked in, and I think I sold 4 items for about 250 bucks, and that's gross. Today on eBay was kind of slow. It was I sold I think 2 things, but I had someone counter offer me on a jersey, so I'm waiting for them to hopefully accept. But yeah, 2 items on eBay. So, and then actually one on Poshmark. So everyone talks about sharing. I don't share anything. I got another sold item. It's actually something that Misha Mom picked out at the bins. Now, I don't know if it was her or my sister, but one of them found it. It was athletic shorts, Nike Ohio State athletic shorts. Sold them for $13 with a profit of 10.05. Donna has no sales. It's using the chat now. Scott, how's it going? Pamela, what's up? Donna, Piper John, Vicky, how's it going? Vicky, hopefully you got your Legos out. Hardy Dixie Flipper. Sue-Ann. Oh, is it slow? Oh, you're saying eBay slow. I thought you said my video connection was slow. Knock on wood. Sue-Ann, I'm going to get your book out this weekend, and I think Daylilies wanted one. Hey, Misha Mom, what's up? Scott sold 2 coffee pots. Nice. Coffee pots for 21 each. Great. 2 on eBay. Vicky had 1 on eBay, 25 on Amazon. Nice. I actually had 1 item sell today, but it on Amazon, but it somehow got canceled or put back in inventory. Who knows? I did take another. Hold on. It says damaged, but I took another. The return I talked about on Amazon, it finally came back. You watched last night's show. It was all about recalling inventory. They actually packed this one pretty nicely. The person tried to put it back in the bubble wrap, but Amazon put it in the poly bag. And you can see what I'll show you here is all the returns have those labels on it, and they have all these green poly bags that say ready to ship on them. And there's your suffocation warning. So for your FBA suffocation warning, as well as this closed item. But I like that box. That box is awesome. Carolyn, what's up? Just won my first 2 liquidations this week. Thanks for all the inspiration and advice. Congratulations, and if you need help, reach out. Would be glad to help, as well as everyone else in this group who buys liquidation, as well as liquidation in general. Got all my Legos out, and a bunch are going on the way to Washington. I had a couple, so mine stayed. I had a box go to Philly, a box go to Dallas, and 2 boxes go to Chicago. It took like a week for them to get checked in. Pamela shipped out 9. Peter, what's up? eBay. I sold my LL Bean messenger bag. You can see that here. I sold it for full price, $29.99. It's like a little messenger / shoulder bag. LL Bean, little bags. Don't pass up the bags in your thrift store. There's a couple good things you can find there. And then I actually sold this. We always have the discussion of people want to lower their prices, move product quickly. I had this on liquidation, and I think I bought this last year. Had this up forever. It is a microphone audio studio mixer. It's by, I've never heard of it. Karaoke mixer, Fee-Fine digital audio sound echo mixer, 40 bucks. It looks open box, good to go. So those are the only 2, but I tend to never lower my prices. I'll just let them ride. Let them sit, get stuff up there, stuff will sell. So looks like we have enough viewers here. Let's get started. I want to make sure I classify this auction correctly. It was a health and beauty lot. Now it's kind of deceiving. I always say I buy electronics and hard goods, computer parts, all that stuff. So I didn't find this lot because I was browsing that category. I found this lot because I forget what I typed in. Let me check my manifest. What did I type in here? It's some hard good item that I looked up. I believe it was because I typed in Canon, like the camera. Canon EOS Rebel 2000 was the top item. Now, when we open the box, I'll show you why it was the top item and something to look for as you're browsing liquidation. There's actually going to be a massager in here. That's the second thing. Third thing is an Oster Pro cordless pet clipper. So with the health and beauty, I would be more concerned about things like this either being used or switched out, disgusting, cleaning, whatever. We'll see if that happens. Fitbit, there's a couple of Fitbits in there. With things, I've sold a with things, a Nokia blood pressure machine. I think that's what it is. Beard trimmer, cordless water flosser. So we'll see how intact this lot is. All right, it's one box, 19 items. Is that right? 19? Yep, 19. And again, as you win liquidation, I know, Eric, if you're in the chat, I need to give you the link. For those of you that want the link to my template, I only buy the source from the Amazon liquidation seller, and I take the manifest. So when you click on the manifest and you start going through it, that template matches my Excel file, and I copy and paste it. So then I can tick and tack everything that I get in the box. All right, you ready? Let's break it open. So let me get it. One box, $410.43. Shipping, buyer's premium, and auction costs. So all in, I have to make back 410 bucks. So let's get to it. Let me get it here. See if I can. So here's the box. Let me get this guy out of the way. And let me see how I'm going to bend this down. All right. So I like these boxes because I can use them for FBA. They're larger boxes. I will cut them down. I used to have 10, 20, 30 of these boxes. I got rid of them. But most of the time, they're pretty sturdy from the liquidation site. If you buy from the third party, they could be not as sturdy, flimsy. Some of the liquidation I've seen have been flimsy boxes, but this one's pretty good. So let's see. Let me tip it down here so you can see as I open it. And you can see my thrift haul right there. I'll show you that tomorrow. All right. All right, we'll pull these out, and then as we pull these out, we'll talk through them, and then we'll open a couple and see what they look like. And from my experience, their packing has been pretty good inside the box. Rarely have I seen them packed incorrectly. Some of the bigger items, as I look in here, will be sold locally. And again, the bad thing, and I say the bad thing, the tedious thing, the thing that could result in the most money is testing. Testing will determine how much money you get for your products. So do not be afraid to test your products. So there you go. That's what it looks like. Look how neat. I say that looks pretty neat to me. Someone gave a thumbs down. Yeah, Scott, someone gave a thumbs down before the video started. That's all right. We'll take it. Christian Perez, how's it going? All right, so let's go through it. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty clean. There's the scale. So let me tilt it up here. Let me make some room because I'm going to start. I probably should have planned better where I'm going to put this stuff. All right, so scale. We're going to test this out. Always go through every box. Do not sell these boxes on eBay without going through and testing them. Test them to the best of your ability. If you cannot fully test it, make sure you put that in the description. I packed that one, Chris, just for you. Did you pack that for me, Scott? Hopefully you did. All right, what else? Con Air. This one actually looks still sealed. I will go through it and make sure it's unopened, but look at that. That's looks to be unopened. So Conair, and that's the cool thing about these boxes is you can find some things that are unopened and full price. Go to the other end of the spectrum and you can find blocks of clay. Osteo Pro beard trimmer. That was one of the top items. So we're going to save this one and we'll go through this one. This one has been opened. You can see they taped it shut. So we'll give that one a shot. Over here. Toothbrush heads. Those are probably going to get tossed if they're not in plastic or unbroken. Remington. Someone tried to pack that back in there. We'll go through that one. Here's that oral flosser we talked about. Oral irrigator. That's opened. It appears to be opened. What else? All right, so here's the the second biggest item. This is the Tim Tam massager. If you look this thing up, the sealing label is tampered with, as to be expected. We'll go through and test it out. You look for these. These massagers do sell pretty well if you find the sold listings. So that's going to be hopefully it's in there. We'll give it a shot. This is the first time I've ever purchased a health and beauty lot. So I'm kind of new to health and beauty, as probably most of you are. But that's kind of the fun about testing this stuff, because once you buy new items, I add them to the list of products I search for if they become profitable. This looks to be like a hair curler. No idea. Nokia, there we go. So this is the other thing. If I've sold the Nokia Withings stuff before, even opened, this stuff does well. I've sold multiple blood pressure machines, even off-brand, even blood pressure machines from the bins tested. So as long as you have put everything in the description, you'll be fine. I've sold, was it coconut pills? Sealed, still sealed. The box was sealed, untampered. So like this peptide complex serum. We'll make sure all that stuff's sealed and take pictures of everything. I have no idea that. Oh, these look to be bows, kids' bows. Large piece, big, huge butterfly style berets. Look at that. Batteries. Oh, here's the other thing I saw. So I've gotten these from Liquidation. Sorry, you can't see that. So if you get hearing aid batteries, the small batteries there, I received a pack of Duracell batteries. I think there was 40. I think I sold them for about $25. The box is pretty beat up, but these batteries are intact. And double check your expiration dates when you're doing batteries. Here's one. So there's your, what's it called? Hearing aid batteries, I believe. Watch out for the ingredients in the serum products. Some of those are restricted. Yeah, Donna. So I will research everything before I put it up. Make sure, here, let me put this down here. You've seen the box. 99.9% of these items will either be sold locally or through eBay. I would not put them back on Amazon, would not put that back on FBA. There are only, I think, 2 things I've ever put back to Amazon FBA after completely testing 100% functionality was 2 camera lenses, and they were perfectly fine. This other stuff, the electronic things with the stickers on them, I would not trust my Amazon account to a liquidated item. You can get counterfeit claims, all that stuff. I wouldn't chance it. Here's another one. So with the health and beauty stuff, I'm a little, we'll see about cleanliness and being able to sell it as used. So that's something to think about. The other thing I got, I think, was 3 Fitbits. So the problem with Fitbits is I've gotten Fitbits, not the Altas. I've got switched out. I've got the old model. What other Fitbits did I get? They were all defective. The HR, what was the ones? They didn't clasp. The Jabra Ups. Those were worthless. So I took a chance on these. These sell pretty well, even used. Granted, I have to test them. So when I test this stuff, the hard part about testing this stuff is I link it all to my phone, make sure it reads correctly, the screen works, it connects. So there's 1, 2, 3. And this one actually still has, I mean, this one looks unopened. But again, we'll have to make sure they're unopened. If they're opened, we're testing all of them. There was something in here, not in there anymore. Why do batteries have expirations on them? All batteries should have expirations on them. Anytime, even if you buy the AA batteries, they have expirations. They will eventually wear out. Yeah, so this one's 2022. See it right there. So always double check those. Double check the expirations on the batteries. I have 127 Fitbits still to test. That I do not envy you. Testing. So testing is probably the worst thing about liquidation, and it can be the most rewarding because you find something that's awesome and it works. The other part is trying to figure out how to work it if you don't know. Mike, the Crazy Card, what's going on? Shane Scott, how you doing? Yeah, I saw your Pivot Pro. This is the 5th thing I read off. This one's actually opened as well. I have sold defective clippers. There was a very high-end set of clippers that I bought, or that was in a liquidation box. They didn't retract all the way or something. I didn't know how to fix them. I think I sold them for about 60, 80 bucks. Granted, I said defective in the listing. The person still bought them. But don't be afraid to sell things broken as long as you're completely upfront in the listing. If I sell something as defective and it's completely upfront in the listing, I will not offer returns. All right, last 2 things. Where'd that other thing go? All right, so I still have the number 1 item, right? We didn't find it yet. It's right over here. This is, I was reading about this. Does anyone have one of these? It's like a light that mimics sunlight. It's called a wake-up light, colored sunrise simulation. So that's pretty cool. I'll test that out. But I've never even heard of that. I guess if you live somewhere where, or if that's your alarm clock, either sun and or alarm clock. I don't know. Get paid good to test them though. Hey, there you go. We get paid all right to test these, I guess, if they sell. All right, so that's the last item in the box, completely empty. This one thing, I got to figure out what it was. Something probably slipped out. Now with these, I just noticed these. On your liquidation stuff, if you buy the sourced from Amazon, and Scott, you might be able to provide some insight on this, but with every liquidation return from liquidation.com, here, let me fix it there. Sorry, I'm getting cut off. You will get this sticker. This is the return sticker from Amazon. We showed you before on the actual Amazon return I had. They don't have them on these. I'm trying to see if I have one. I don't have one close by, but sometimes they will have stickers, another sticker that matches the manifest, that matches the exact line item on the manifest. So those stickers I like because you can tie them out right to your manifest. Just be careful when you're selling stuff. Pull that sticker off. I always make sure to pull that sticker off. For eBay, I don't pull these off. Some people go through the pain of pulling these off. The sticker residue on this is near impossible. You can get it off with elbow grease, goof off, but 9 times out of 10, you'll rip the box. All right. Oh, man, they're coming out tonight. Thanks, Diesel. All right. So the other thing to look out for liquidation is if you're looking at stuff and you see, like what I say is your test, or take the top 10% of your items on your manifest, take those items, go look up on eBay what they're selling for, not what they're listed for, what they have sold for. There you go. Scott says use a heat gun. Yep. That's another good thing to use. Just don't hold it on there too long. Yeah. So when I say look for what they've sold for, if the top 3 of my items are listed for high on eBay, but there's no solds, I usually won't buy the lot because you're going to be sitting on that product. You're not going to be making your money. The other thing to look for is those top 10%, 5 items. Double check because on liquidation, they will have a manifest price or MSRP that is a lot higher than what it actually is. I don't know how liquidation comes up with their MSRPs. Just pay attention. I knew this one going into it wasn't what it said it was worth. And here's what it came in. This was, looks to be an FBA EOS Rebel 2000. So what you can see there, the segue from our show last night, it was sold as used, very good. It was an FBA return, is I'm guessing. The seller didn't want it anymore, and they disposed of it. So the disposal of the item went to liquidation. Donna, did I get my Canon? So here is the Canon. So when you see something probably come back, an electronic item, if you're buying electronic items, come back not in its original box, it's most likely an FBA person sent in a used electronic item that got returned and disposed. So here's the camera. Now it said lens, camera. I'm gonna have to look this up. These sell for about $30 to $50 if I comped it pretty fast. But I will test it out. It is a film camera. It's not digital. So it will probably sit for a long time. I say a long time. I'm going to price it to move it. But looks to be scratched on the front. So the other thing you could do, sell it locally. Eliminate all your fees. Sell it locally for about, what, 40 bucks? Someone might buy it. Who knows? But the moral of the story is you sell locally, you save all your fees. But all right, so that's the first one. This was misrepresented is the wrong word. It was deemed as MSRP was really high in the manifest, not as high as you'll get for it. So pay attention to your top items as I throw it and break it. All right, let me put it back over there. Let's look at the next one. What was the next one? Next one was the Tim Tam massager. All right, this one might be interesting. All right, let's get this one. I'm not going to test for power on the show. I'll do that after. I'm just looking to see if it's in here. Even if it is broken or doesn't turn on, doesn't power on, still try and sell it. Again, put in the description, won't power on, sold for parts, because people will buy stuff for parts. All right, so someone to take the time and return something and put all that stuff back in the top is kind of promising. So there you go. They put the manual back in the top. Came in the case, which is awesome. There you go. Tim Tam. Diesel says one of the last film cameras that Canon made. Interesting. I think that's the last. Misha Mom's still in the chat. I think that's the last camera I got. I think I still have it. All right, so let's check it out. Ready? Oh wow, look at this thing. This thing looks like a power tool. Look at that. That is a massager. That thing would melt drywall. So what I will do is I will test it. It looks like the battery's right there. I've never seen one of these before. There you go. I bet I can put my DeWalt battery in here and it'll work just fine. So there we go. Oh, it works. That thing is crazy. There you go. Works. It has the charger. It has everything. Has a power cord. We are good to go. But I will test it. I'll test the battery, make sure the battery holds charge. Obviously it works because powered up. So that is good news. The Tim Tam works. Does it take D batteries? Maybe. That's funny, Scott. All right, so Tim Tam works. That's great. So these retail for about $250, and I forget if what I saw $250 was used or new, but I might have to. That will beat your muscles, not massage them. Yeah. That thing. Put that on your shoulder and your arm falls off. All right, let's check one more thing. Let's check. All right, so here, let's check the one that was opened that I'm guessing Liquidation taped it to make sure all the stuff stayed in there. And let me get my scissors. All right. Check this one out. So the fun part of Liquidation is this part. And obviously it's better if the thing's in there. But sometimes I like finding stuff that's that got swapped out. You can find some pretty interesting things that get swapped. All right. Again, someone else put that. Let me put those back. Ooh, professional recovery for serious athletes. Look at that thing. If you use it, your muscles will get that big. Use CrossFit in your listing, and they love those things. Interesting. All right. So here, again, it has the manual, and it's packed back in the plastic. So that's not saying it's 100% working, but, well, it looks like the head fell off. Pet's head's fallen off, or it's an attachment somewhere in here. So assuming that's normal or okay, assuming it's not normal, I'll still, even if that's not normal, I'll sell it for parts. The name of the game here is recoup your money. You have to get creative. Don't be of things, busted, missing parts, pet's head's falling off. Sell it. Be truthful in your listing. People like to get this stuff, tinker with it, fix it. Who knows? Chris, do you find you generally have a win-win relationship with liquidation.com? Buying from them still kind of scares me. I think I do. I'm very selective in what I purchase. A lot of times they're all auctions, or I say most of them are auctions. The ones I look at are auctions. You can get very sucked into bidding on these things. You can see an item that you really want, and you say, man, if you start telling yourself this top item is in the box, this top item's working, I'm going to bid another 50 bucks. I'm going to bid another 50 bucks. By the end of the day, you're upside down. So don't let your emotions get into it when you're bidding on these liquidations. If it gets above your threshold of everything being broken, move on to the next one. There'll be another lot coming in. I tend to think I play the 80-20 rule. 20% is going to be pristine. The 80% is going to be broken. Will my auction buyer's premium shipping be able to be recouped if that is the case? If someone outbids me and goes crazy town on it, I let it go. There's going to be another lot down the road. There's that way of before you win the auction, after you win the auction, you have to get creative. You have to sell things broken. Don't just throw it away and say, you know, I'm not doing this again. You can lose some. I've lost money on some. Not much, but I've lost on some. Retail West is good to buy from, also in liquidation. Yeah, Scott, I did buy from Retail West. I think it was back in May. That was my behind this lot. I bought one in May from them as a test. I made, I think, $100, 150 bucks. So also keep in mind too, you're not going to be making tons of money. This is a numbers game. You want to be able to get it in, get it out fast, get your money back, make some money on it. I've made $300 to $400 on some lots. I've made $100 on some lots. So not every lot you're going to make $300 on. You might make your money back. That's a win. So that's something to keep in mind. Every box is not going to be a $500 profit. Yeah, Vicky, name of the game is to make money, correct. But after the fact, I'm saying after you get it, and it's looking pretty dreary, then you just have to make your money back. Do you find I missed one here. Do you track everything on Excel or do you use a different software? Yeah, I use Excel. Item by item, I like tracking it to know, did I break even on this lot? Because if I broke even or make money, I'm trying to push that stuff out the door, get my money, get my profit, move on and invest it again. And there's good money to be made off liquidation if you do your research and bid intelligently. That is correct. Do your research on the manifest. Don't just bid because you see one item in there. Make sure it has a majority of what you're looking for. If there's an LPN sticker, it's from Amazon. If there's no LPN sticker, and that's a sticker we showed you, this sticker here, it's not from Amazon. Most maintain discipline, set a number in your head. Yeah, keep that number. There was one the other day, it got up to 500 bucks, and I knew if there was any issues with any of the top items at 500, I'd most likely break even and not make money. Let it go. So yeah, you're true. That's right, Mike. Donna was one of the winners of the liquidation code. She sounds like you're selling some stuff. Nice. All right, let's check one more thing and we'll call it at night. All right, let's check one of these. Let's check two of these Fitbits because these are the top items here. Let's just see. This one with the plastic on it. This one, so the bottom, I don't know if you can see that there, that plastic still on the bottom. The top, I don't know if they could open the top, but that looks unopened. So here's the other thing, right? This appears to me to be unopened. It looks, the bottom looks intact. Now it's up to you if you want to open it and double check everything in here, or you want to risk it and sell it as brand new on eBay. I would not send this into Amazon just in case. I'm probably gated in this anyway, if you were ungated. But it's up to you if you want to open it and double check and just say on eBay, new other. You can put in the description, I opened the product to make sure everything was in there, and you can show everything that's in there. So this, I'm more guessing it's unopened because it was in this bag. That is up to you to make that decision. I missed it. If you did share the template, if so, where? Hajingsu, shoot me a message. Send me an email, liquidationoh, all one word, @gmail.com if you want access to that email template, not email template, Google Sheet template. I will add you as a person that can go in and you can copy and paste it. I think I have another video out there how to use that Excel sheet. So if you need help, just reach out or watch that video. I can post a video. So this one's open. You can see there, that one is definitely sliced open. So let's open this one. This will be the last one of the night, guys. We'll let you get back to your Friday evening. Hopefully you're watching live PD. Liquidation lots are high. Yeah, they're too high right now. That's why I was real selective. That I was kind of high at 410. There we go. So this one looks good. Still has the sticker wrapped around the face of the unit, but again, don't trust if it's open, don't trust it. Someone could have swapped it for a broken unit. I will charge it, test it with my phone. There you go. So that's in there. And another thing too, if you're unsure if everything is in the box, read the back of the box and see all the contents. If that's not on there, go to Amazon.com, pull up the listing, make sure you see everything's with the lot. I have in the past sold something and it was missing a small piece and I did not realize it. So be careful of that. Make sure what you're selling, this is unopened. Make sure what you're selling has everything with it. So I will have to double check. Well, it just appears a watch and the charger cord. And last thing before we go, guys, if you tend to do liquidation for a little bit, you want to do a couple lots, it's profitable, you're having fun, you're making money, don't throw things that are broken, part them out, sell them as parts, or keep them. And if you're buying the same type of lots, you'll be able to piece and part those together, make a good unit, and sell that. And by that point, hopefully it's all 100% profit on that lot. But I like to save cords. I like to save plugs. I like to save working units. If I'm buying Health and Beauty a ton, I might save my shaver bases, my charging cords bases for that. So that's another thing to look for. Save those pieces, boxes maybe. It's up to you how much you want to save. But there you go. All right, everybody. I will keep you posted on this lot as we do shows throughout the month. I'm going to get all this stuff listed, tested, posted. I will tell you when I break even. Let's start from today. Well, let's do tomorrow. Tomorrow will be day one. I'm probably not going to get all this listed and tested by tonight. Day one will be tomorrow. We'll see how many days this takes for me to sell and when I become profitable. So that's all I had. We'll go over numbers tomorrow. We'll do my 2018 closeout on numbers. We'll do thrift haul maybe Sunday. I know Sunday is fortune reselling. So make sure you stay tuned Sunday. It'll be on Wade's channel. Thanks for coming, guys. Have a great Friday evening. We will talk to you later. See ya.